The woman first took off her shirt, then slid off her pants. After that, she put her shoes back on. The biting cold wind made her shiver uncontrollably, yet she walked straight into the icy lake. She had barely taken a few steps into the water, when the freezing temperature forced her to scramble back to shore. Realizing that wading in directly wasn't going to work, Neela found a piece of wood, and pushed it into the lake, using its buoyancy to help her swim toward the center. After locating her target, she took a deep breath, then dove headfirst into the water, disappearing beneath the surface. She swam toward the sunken plane at the bottom of the lake, aiming to recover supplies and a satellite phone from the cabin. But without a steady supply of oxygen, she could only grab 2 backpacks, before hurriedly swimming back up. As soon as she broke the surface, she realized something was terribly wrong. A brown bear was prowling the shoreline, sniffing around for food. To her horror, the bear began devouring what little food she had left. But the bear wasn't finished. It started wandering toward her boyfriend's corpse. Panicked, Neela splashed wildly in the water, trying to scare it off. Luckily, the bear didn't seem too hungry. After sniffing the body and finding the scent unappealing, it lost interest, and slowly disappeared into the woods. Only then did Neela let out a breath of relief. Once ashore, she was overwhelmed with fear and sadness. To prevent something like that from happening again, she quickly dragged her boyfriend's body away, and buried him in a safer place. Back at the camp, she inspected the salvaged supplies, but all she found in the first bag were a few soaked pills, a broken charger, some sewing kits, and a pair of glasses, none of it particularly useful. She pinned all her hopes on the second backpack, but when she opened it, it was stuffed with neatly bundled stacks of $100 bills. Neela was crushed, but then, the cash sparked an idea. Using the glasses as a makeshift magnifying lens, she focused sunlight onto the money. Soon, a small flame flickered to life, a symbol of hope. Overjoyed, Neela danced and jumped like a child. She found a piece of metal debris from the plane, and hammered it with a rock into the shape of a pot. Then she poured lake water into it. Before long, the water was boiling, steam rising into the cold air. Neela was thrilled. Once the temperature dropped to a safe level, she drank deeply, relieved to have solved her water problem. With drinking water secured, she turned her attention to food. From the sewing kit, she pulled out some thread, tied it to a stick, and used an earring as a makeshift hook. She had crafted a simple fishing rod. As she sat quietly waiting for a bite, she had no idea that danger was silently creeping up behind